welcome back to another video and welcome to your stimulus check update, stimulus package, and infrastructure update and daily news report. So we got a lot of stuff that we need to discuss today. First off, a lot of it has to surround Hurricane Ida, the fires that we're seeing, the floods that we're seeing across the country. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. So I want to break down what we're hearing. First, lawmakers are asking for stimulus to be really included into this next bill. We have to provide stimulus because of the cases increasing, the unemployment benefits expiring, the eviction crisis looming. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. But again, I'm going to address all of this in today's video. So let's jump into it right now. So lawmakers are actually urging Nancy Pelosi and the House of Representatives to come back and vote on that $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. This is that bipartisan bill that Nancy Pelosi said she would not put on the House floor until the Senate passes that $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation bill. Well, the Senate, they passed the budget resolution, which is kind of that bill before the bill. Well, they passed that, they went over to the House, and the House passed it as well. That's why they're currently working on it. But lawmakers say that they can't wait any longer to address climate change and provide better infrastructure. And they say they are fighting for this because of all the devastation that we're seeing. And if you're not exactly sure what we've been seeing lately, first, I don't know where you've been, right? Because we always have fires over on the West Coast, right? California, is kind of struggling right now. Lake Tahoe, people are running for their lives to get away from the Calder fire. And the blaze just continues. The people in New York and New Jersey and up around that area, they're being overrun with water. If you turned on the news this morning, you may have seen that the subway cars were being covered in water because there was so much water coming out of the streets. You go to the New Jersey airport and you couldn't even get your bags from baggage claim because there was water. You couldn't even go to the first floor because there was so much water. People in just in the path of Hurricane Ida in the south, Louisiana, Mississippi, they're still without power. There's still many people without power. And coming up, we're going to see a heat wave. So this isn't something that it's going to be great, but again, things could have been worse. What we know, just to give you an idea, how bad things could have been. Down in the South, I think it was back in 2005, I could be wrong on the date, but Congress put billions of dollars, I think tens of billions of dollars into infrastructure to build levees and concrete walls and put pumps and just plan for another hurricane. And so things could have got much worse. So this is actually very good, but lawmakers are now saying that we need to address the most pressing issues at this time, and we need to do it now. But what are the most pressing issues? Well, here's what we know. At this time, according to multiple experts, they say the pressing issues are climate change, unemployment, housing, and stimulus. Those are the four things. Now, I want to address why. Again, billions of dollars were spent on infrastructure down in the South in order to prevent another Hurricane Katrina type disaster. Well, we're also seeing now that maybe this is something we need to do over up on the East Coast because remember Hurricane Sandy? Yeah, some were saying that was an anomaly. Now they're saying this could be the new normal. So they're saying we need to invest in infrastructure. We have to make sure that we can withstand another test like this. So we'll see what happens there. They say we know that housing is going to be an issue once all these eviction filings go through. And I can tell you right now, they're already starting to add up. And it's not looking great. According to Goldman Sachs the other day, they're saying about 750,000 households will be evicted between now and the end of this year. That's a lot of people. We also know that rents are going up. During a crisis, during an eviction crisis, we are seeing rents go up. They are going up. That is crazy. Now, obviously, with cases increasing, people losing their jobs due to the shutdowns, schools having to actually send home full classrooms because there was an outbreak in the classroom. Well, what we're seeing now is that yes, lawmakers are pushing for an additional stimulus package. Now, will this be included into the infrastructure bill? Probably. Most likely, yes. Mainly because that is technically stimulus. Millions of Americans are going to require more stimulus just to survive. That's what we're hearing this morning. Is that things are not going to get better until we provide more to the American people. Now, what I can tell you is that stimulus could be seen as different things. Stimulus is not just a stimulus check. It can be seen as many other things. Give you an idea, as more than 7 million Americans are about to lose 100% of their unemployment benefits, experts worry that this is just going to be the beginning of a massive crisis. What they say is yes, the unemployed are going to be without income, but experts worry that more than 50% of these people will also be without work. Not just income, not just unemployment income, but work. They say that they will have to rely on consumer spending to get the labor market back and create more jobs. However, many experts anticipate that consumer spending will be down drastically over the next few months. I can tell you right now, just me personally, I'm not making any big, large purchases. I've made a few this year and I am done. I'm done making the large purchases. Here's the reason why. I am going to continue to save money. And I'm going to do this for a few reasons. First reason, I want to be able to afford stocks when they are on sale, when they're a little bit cheaper. I want to be able to afford real estate when the market comes back down. Okay, so things like that. And again, I've done this for a little while, but I had a lot of success, years ago, back in 2008, 2009, when the real estate market dropped and I was able to buy in. So things like that, and stocks, same thing. When the markets dropped, I made it with American Airlines. When I was buying American Airlines at $3 a share. I did the same thing when I was buying, I think it was Citigroup. So buying stocks, buying real estate, buying assets, it's a great time to do it when the markets are down. But again, you have to prepare for that. That's one of the reasons why I personally will be holding off, and I'll be trying to save up as much as I can so that I can use money, to my advantage very soon. Now, if you don't have an account, if you don't have any stocks and you want to get some, I'll give you 2 free stocks. They'll be down the link below. 2 free stocks. All you gotta do is sign up for an app called Webull, deposit $100, and they will give you 2 free stocks. I think valued up to $1,850. So it's a very good way to get into it. You can also invest in cryptocurrencies as well. So highly recommend you do that. Now, one thing I can tell you is that consumer spending will be down. I'm not gonna be spending a lot of money, but I got my own reasons why. Other people will not be spending a lot of money, but the main reason why people won't be spending money is because they don't have it. They don't have it. Stimulus is wearing off. Stimulus checks aren't there. The talks of an additional stimulus check, they're there, but nobody's proposing a new bill at this time. So again, as soon as we get information as to when a new stimulus check proposal is coming out, I promise you, I will bring you that update as quickly as possible. But again, this is why lawmakers are pushing for more stimulus, because they say it's not just about giving the American people money, but giving them money to not just survive, but also contribute to the economic growth that we were seeing. We're not seeing it anymore. But they're saying it's not just about a stimulus check. A stimulus check is great, but extending the child tax credits would be helpful. More unemployment benefits would be essential for millions of people. More nutrition assistance and other things as well could be a huge benefit. But again, as I mentioned yesterday, more and more lawmakers are pushing for a stimulus check because they say we can get these payments out quicker. These payments get into the hands of the American people much faster without many issues, and it doesn't cost a lot of money because they don't have to put in some different, more complicated agency in charge of this. They just let the IRS do their thing, and they can, at a push of a button, send out tens of millions of stimulus checks to the American people without much work. So that's the reason why we're seeing stimulus checks coming back. Stimulus is back on. Stimulus is not going anywhere. We are going to see another stimulus package because of what climate change is doing to the U.S. economy. Past levels that we've seen even last year. So it's not looking great. But at this time, this is why the fight is still on. Right now, Democrats are racing to finalize their spending plans. They are extremely worried, according to multiple reports out this morning. Democrats are extremely worried that they're going to miss their target date if they don't get more agreements very soon. Here's what I mean. We are hearing that the House of Representatives is trying to work directly with the Senate because they need to get their input on legislation. Right now, the Senate, if they lose one vote, Democrats lose one vote in the Senate, the bill will not pass. Well, as of right now, there's 2 or 3 people that are currently opposed to that $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill, or also known as the stimulus package. So, the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, she wants to make sure that any bill that passes the House will also pass the Senate as well. This is what is causing a little bit of a rift between progressives and moderates. Progressives say we need to go bigger. We need to spend more than $3.5 trillion. They also say we need to provide additional stimulus into this next bill, preferably a $2,000 per month stimulus check. They also say we need to see immigration reform and climate change. The problem there is, if we put immigration reform into this next infrastructure bill and then it passes the House, it will get sent over to the Senate. The Senate parliamentarian will pull it from the bill. Maybe it won't pass through the Senate, but even if it does, it still has to go back to the House of Representatives to be voted on again because the Senate parliamentarian made a simple modification. So these are the issues that they're having. Is progressives, they said they want to see all 5 of their priorities included. One of them was Medicare. They want to see Medicare expanded. But the problem there is some moderates don't. They don't want to take the age from 65 down to 60. They don't want to include vision, dental, and hearing. There were reports the other day, and I'm just going to throw this out there because I thought this was a little bit odd. But there were reports saying that you would get a hearing voucher. If you're on Medicare, you would get a voucher that you could take in once a year. And you could take it in and you can get your hearing checked. Get your hearing checked. Here's your voucher. And it gives you so much money to get hearing aids if you need it. Well, they're saying it's the same thing. You're going to get a voucher. You have to take the voucher to your doctor, your eye doctor, whatever. All right, I'm here to get my vision checked. Okay, yep, you qualify for glasses. All right, but these are the glasses you can get right here. Okay, there's 2 pairs. Pick which one you like. That's what we're hearing. So again, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I know for some insurance companies that yes, you can only get so much money to put into glasses and eyewear. For me, I wear contacts. I have glasses. I also wear contacts. But what I can tell you is, I only get so much money from my insurance company. Okay, I do have my own insurance. So yes, I gotta go and okay, here's my insurance. Here's my card. Here's my number. How much do I get this year? And so it's something everybody has to deal with, but they're saying it's a voucher. They're going to give you a voucher. Take this voucher and go get some glasses. I'm just curious how that's going to go, or curious what you guys think of that, because that's just another step. Why couldn't they just run the number from the insurance or Medicare or whatever, right? Why do you need a voucher? I just don't understand. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on this down in the comment section below, though. But this is what we're seeing. Progressives want Medicare. They want immigration reform. They want additional stimulus, right? They want climate change. There's a lot of priorities here. There's 5 main priorities. But what happens if immigration reform gets pulled out? What happens if Medicare gets pulled out? There's some issues there. So again, I just wanted to bring that up to you guys because right now, what we're seeing is the fight between the House and Senate. That's going to be a big fight. I don't know where we go from here, but what I can tell you is I promise I will stay updated on this and I will bring you any new information and news as we get it. So again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you could and you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. Also, consider subscribing so that I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys on the next one. See you guys